Hi, I'm the Reverend Kari and I serve the Chaplaincy Institute as our community minister. This video is to talk with you a little bit about the path to ordination at CHI. The overarching body of CHI includes two parts. There's the CHI Seminary, that's where you do your courses, have your academic progress assessed, and meet with your academic advisor and deal with the program requirements. And then there's the CHI community, and that handles your ministerial formation, your ordination, and your status as clergy in good standing. Together, we work on the midway review, approval, and the core competency assessment panel, and also support your path through seminary. Ordination requirements. First is an ordination consultation, and you'll do this around course 1 or 2. We get together and we talk about your call to ministry, things that are moving for you, concerns that you have, curiosities. Next is the vocational assessment. CHI requires that you meet with one of our contracted psychologists for a vocational assessment. It's a battery of tests. And this has to be done before you can take course 3. And it takes some time to get settled, get your appointment settled, and to arrange for the appointment with the psychologist. You can find the information, you email this person directly, and the information to contact them is in your student handbook, which is found in the Moodle Student Resource Center. It's important that you get on this quickly when you begin your work at CHI so that you are able to then complete course 2 and move on to course 3, having taken your vocational assessment. After you have completed the testing with the psychologist and the assessment, you'll get a report back from the psychologist, and you need to sit down with me and talk over that report. We might come up with some strategies or tactics for things that the psychologist has noticed in your report. Next is a midway review. This happens around course 5 or course 6. You'll meet with me, the community minister, the dean of students, and your academic advisor. And we talk about your progress, your development, your ministerial formation, how things are moving for you. You've got your practicum set, your secondary faith, your site visits. There are 3 outcomes that can happen after the midway review. We can approve that you can continue taking courses at CHI. We cannot approve you for continuing to take courses. Maybe it's just not a good fit. Or we can say that you can continue to take courses after some things have been taken care of, or you've taken some actions. Next is a theological review. You'll find in your Student Resource Center on Moodle students core competency self-assessment. And this is kind of your final project at CHI. Section 1 is a theological review. So course 11 or 12, or perhaps after you're done taking courses, you will write out the answers to the questions in section 1. And then we need to send it to a CHI core faculty member for a theological review. When you get to this point, reach out to me and I'll let you know which of the CHI core faculty has time to work with you on this. When you get that theological review back, you may make changes. They may say, this doesn't hang with this part. Tell us more about this. You'll rewrite section 1 if you choose, and then you'll continue and write the entire paper. And then around course 11 or 12, or perhaps later, you'll sit down with your core competency panel. That's me, your academic advisor, and then you choose a CHI clergy member in good standing. You send us your paper and we have a couple of weeks to read it, find any questions or curiosities we might have, and then we sit down for about a 90-minute panel to discuss your paper. Now, 3 results can come from this core count panel. We can approve you for ordination, or you may not be approved for ordination, or you may be approved for ordination after you've taken some additional steps. If you're approved for ordination, then you begin to meet with your ordination cohort. These are the other people who've been approved for ordination at the same time that you will be ordained. It happens between your panel and the ceremony. We get together and we plan the ceremony. We wrestle with things that are coming up in your ministerial formation, journey together. We meet with some folks to maybe do some art or processing around what it means to be ordained clergy. Next, we have an ordination retreat. This is 2 or 3 days before the ceremony. And then there is the sacred rite of passage of ordination, where we welcome you into the clergy community at Chi. Yearly, we ask that you complete a clergy in good standing process so that we can be sure that you're attending to your spiritual growth and development. And then, of course, you're always invited to engage in the community. Ordinations happen 2 times a year, in the spring and in the fall. Here are some tips to be successful at Chi. Meet with your academic advisor on schedule. Monitor your own progress. This is part of the process. You need to be aware of what needs to happen at what time and make sure you're meeting those pieces of the schedule on time. Engage fully in the process. There's lots of learning. Beautiful, beautiful opportunity to grow and become. Plan ahead for the homework. There are some courses that require a lot of reading and a lot of study. Be sure that you're giving yourself time to really absorb the lessons in that homework. And then use the resources. That's us. There are more pieces that you need to attend to on the seminary side, but these are the things that you need to be ready to be on the path to ordination. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so glad you're here at Chi. I'm here for any questions. Kari at chaplaincyinstitute.org. Blessings.